With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Really good job there of understanding where the first down marker was and getting there. And that's something Kincaid did plenty of throughout his impressive rookie campaign that saw him surpass 600 receiving yards. Yes, we knew he was a reliable pass catcher coming out of college. Now we think he can ascend to another level.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Mayfield now from the 50. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Yeah. This early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mayfield to throw it. That is caught. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. And again, it's Mayfield. That ball complete to Isabella. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Throw left side complete to Isabella. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Mayfield with it once more. Touchdown, Dolphins. Chris Olave, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Seven nothing is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, son.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and 4.
Here we go.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12. 1st down Seahawks.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. That's to the rookie. It's Malik Neighbors. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Here we go. Go.
On play action, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
All right.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Here we go, son. Right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Seahawks at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Dolphins, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off play action. Fields sliding out of the pocket. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Justin Fields with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, alert 33. Alert, 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 alert. Real. What's up?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 66 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you get 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's Mayfield. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and 5.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Listen. Hey, alert 33. Alert. Watch out.
To throw, Mayfield. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
West right, fit. Tonight.
Play action. It's Fields. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. He's got right on the short throw. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's got some space here. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. That's for the opposing offense. You wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, son.
Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
Don't jump. Ready?
3rd down and 13.
Right.
Fields now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
Real. Up. Run. Regular. Kings. That.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go, Sit high.
From the gun, here's Fields. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Mayfield down. Open man is Myers. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Mayfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 85 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Hey, Ted. Here we go, son.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. Mayfield looks to throw. That's caught by Myers. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mayfield to throw it. Touchdown! Jacoby Myers, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, pick up a 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Oh, let's go. All right.
A shotgun snap, Fields flushed out right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Malik Neighbors, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Here we go. Chip clear. Sit high.
Fields trying to throw for it. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing, Mayfield. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Good. Watch out.
Now Mayfield. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. They'll get this out to Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Touchdown, Dolphins. Alvin Kamara from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
In motion left goes Myers. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go, son.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Up. Right.
Now it's Fields. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Patterson now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Mayfield.
No receivers open, so he's forced to put that one into Puget Sound.
That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers. And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Baker going to change it up. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To throw, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 31 yards. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Alpha. Here we go.
Now Fields. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Alpha. Here we go. You got a mini base. Go.
On play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here we go, son.
All eyes on Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out 1st downs.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go. You got a mini.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here now, 3rd down.
Don't jump. Ready? EQ. 11. Sit high.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate